You're watching IT Pro TV.
All right, welcome to the Cisco CCNP Enterprise Encore Show for Exam 350-401. We are here, of course, to get us started. So I'm Ronnie Wong. I'm one of the hostess right here at IT Pro TV, and I've got plenty of experience in classroom teaching, especially in the realm of Cisco. So I've been doing that for quite a long time. I hate to say it's almost close to 20 years at this point, Anthony, as we get started. So I've earned several certifications in Cisco, and I'm pleased to be here essentially as a learner as well as a host for our subject matter expert as well. So Anthony, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to us?
Sounds great, Ronnie. I love that, you and I are teaching together. We're kind of fans of each other, we discovered before the show. So I've been watching Ronnie's content here at IT Pro TV, and apparently Ronnie's read a book or two of mine on Cisco networking, so that's so cool. So yeah, I, like you, have been in the Cisco world for decades, and it's so great to see the evolution of Cisco networking and how they will kind of change directions. And we're certainly at one of those times. Ronnie, not only did they change directions as far as where they're emphasizing in technology, but with their certification program, they've definitely made some big changes. And Ronnie and I have been really excited for this course, ENCOR, that's for sure, because it's a key part, a really key part of their new certification approach.
So Anthony, what is the benefit of someone taking this, and what's your experience going to bring to this?
Yeah, great question. We're going to cover a lot of content over 6 major areas of enterprise infrastructure and networking. But if I were to boil it all down, Ronnie, what is the big deal when it comes to ENCOR? I would say the big deal is a deep dive that Ronnie and I are going to do for you in some areas that I find students just aren't getting. And one of the reasons they struggle in these areas, it is relatively new technology. When we talk things like software-defined access and software-defined WAN and TrustSec and all these new security and infrastructure technologies, a lot of the times we read about these things or hear about these things, and it's a lot of marketing speak. It's a lot of big fancy words, and you're scratching your head going, okay, I've watched 3 marketing-related videos on SD-WAN, and I still don't get it. So what I am most excited for our students is for you and I to break these technologies down, make them very simple, and for the learner to really come away knowing these cutting-edge technologies, and perhaps even more important, Ronnie, why these technologies were invented. What issues do they solve?
Yeah, there's no doubt that there's a lot of this that we actually do have a challenge in front of us because it is a brand new certification. And so we want to make sure that we meet those challenges as we continue to move forward. Now, Anthony, in terms of the structure of our course, are we actually doing anything super exciting or neat that you want to get into?
Yeah, one of the things that Ronnie and I decided to do that I just love is whenever possible, we are going to demonstrate what we are discussing. Whenever possible. So even in some of the design areas where you traditionally don't see demonstrations done, Ronnie and I are going to demonstrate these technologies for you so that you can really appreciate the importance of design. One of the topics that we'll do early on is the first hop reachability protocols, our HSRP, VRRP, GLBP. Sounds like I'm making these acronyms up as I go. But so we're going to look at these first hop reachability protocols. And yeah, we're going to get in there and demonstrate these technologies so that the key design elements make more sense.
All right, now, Anthony, we do have to spend a little bit of time also talking about the certification itself and the idea of where people go. So remember that if you are signing up for certification, you do want to go to a Pearson VUE Testing Center. Now, you'll have to register online first. You'll get an account and then head towards Cisco Systems. And from there, you'll pick out that particular exam course. Make sure you remember the number, that 350-401 for Cisco exams, and that will get you into the place where you'll be able to register and then find the nearest testing center near you. But make sure you check that out if that is your goal, ultimately that CCNP certification. This is kind of the first half of what we'll actually be having here. So when we think about that certification detail, anything else you want to add in there?
No, other than I'm so glad you brought that up about the number. I don't know about you, Ronnie,
Right.
but I will forever simply call this ENCOR.
Right.
And then I always have to look up the number to make sure I have it right for exam registration, and then I forget the number again. So yeah, do make sure you are signing up for the correct exam. There's a whole lot of Cisco exams that you could sign up for. You don't want to be the wrong one.
All right, so if you are actually as excited as Anthony about getting started here in our Cisco ENCOR show, well, believe it or not, it's just one click away in the next episode. So signing off for IT Pro TV, I'm Ronnie Wong.
And I'm Anthony Sequeira.
See you next time.
Thank you for watching IT Pro TV.